Hola my friends, and welcome back to A Life I Choose, the place to be to design your life so you can thrive. It is a beautiful rainy September day and I am loving it. Yes, it's still like quite hot and humid, but it's starting to feel more like autumn. And even though like I love summer and I love the sea, I'm quite a like winter kind of person. Like I love cozy clothes, I love blankets, I love cushions, I love movie nights, I love books, as you know. So I love any excuse to sit at home with a good book, and I love cups of tea, and I love popcorn for movie nights, and I love chocolate and brownies and baking. So I'm quite like a wintry kind of person. Even when it comes to fashion, like I get way more excited about winter fashion than summer fashion. In fact, in summer I'm typically like wearing the same stuff just over and over. I do that in winter too, but that's pretty much because I have sort of a minimal sort of wardrobe, so I just don't kind of like keep too many different kinds of clothes. But yes, I get very excited about winter fashion. I love blazers and coats and boots and jeans and ripped jeans, and yes, I like this weather very much. So it's been a lovely day so far. I woke up, I did some reading. I woke up earlier today on purpose so that I could have half an hour of reading before I meditated, and then I had a workout. I did some yoga, and then I had my breakfast, and then I started seeing clients, and now I have been doing some behind the scenes work, some sort of responding to emails, preparing some contract stuff, and now I'm starting to focus on my goals for the next few months and creating a timeline for that. I've been working on the timeline of 2 separate goals. My work for today is to sync them and see like if this is gonna work, if it's a realistic timeline, and whether one or the other needs to be shifted. I mean, one's pretty set, but the other one maybe needs to be shifted. So that's what I'm doing to make sure that we will actually achieve the target. Yeah, and otherwise, what else am I doing today? I'm seeing more clients this evening. Today was a bit more relaxed with clients, so it actually worked out well for vlogging, because typically I would have seen about 6 clients today, but I was supposed to record a show with Melanie Kelly. She had to move it, so I ended up having some free time, and it worked out well because it meant I could focus on this stuff. So yeah, it's a nice at-home, cozy, working kind of day. We'll see where it takes us, we'll see where it leads us. So stay tuned.
I'm sick of lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons.
It's proper thundering, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna go around the flat and make sure everywhere is closed. Yeah, and I received like this warning that there was gonna be thunderstorms and possibly even hail. I don't even know how it's possible for there to be hail when it's like not cold. But anyway, a thunderstorm is coming! We're going into autumn, oh yeah! So I know it's kind of gross that I'm loading my dishwasher and talking to you, but I have to do this and I don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna do this. So today's been a really interesting day. It's been a fun day, it's been a busy day. This is much fuller than I remembered. It's funny because sometimes you go through periods in your business where like not a lot is happening. Like, okay, you're busy and you're like, stuff's happening, but like not a lot of like new stuff is happening. Like over summer was kind of that kind of period for me where it was a nice restful time to sort of integrate and whatever. And like this happened last year as well. Like summer was a bit sort of more of an integrative time, and now, you know, September's just started. Well, by the time you guys see this, it will be halfway through September, but September just started, and it's like already like the new is coming. So there's all these new projects. So I've been working on timelines for 2 particular projects. One is the New Year Evolution workshop, which will happen in January, which is super freaking fun and super freaking exciting. And the other is a top secret thing. So I'm not going to tell you about that, but it's also very exciting, and that will probably come out sometime in April. if all goes according to plan, which things don't usually do, but it should come out in April. Then I'm working on something else, which is a secret and can't tell you much about. That's also a collaboration. So that's also fun, and it's just super exciting. Like, this time of the year is always really exciting because it's like you're planting the seeds and it's time to go again. Summer's more sort of restorative, taking it easy, and then it's like September's like, okay, it's on now, like, let's go. So it's the planning time. Now it's the planning time, and then it's like time to go. So I'm super excited. I'm very, very excited. That's my main emotion today. Excitement. Tell me how things go in your business. What's it like for you? Like, kind of, when's your sort of more restorative time? When's your busy time? Like, for me, around Christmas now is busy because the workshop happens in January. So Christmas, I'm like going. So what I'm trying to do is plan ahead so that I can actually take some time off over Christmas and enjoy it, because last year, it's not that I didn't enjoy Christmas, but I was working so much that I basically chilled out on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, and the rest of the time I was just working. It's important to me that I take some time, and also that my team takes some time, and we might have new members of the team, so that's very exciting. Yeah, but it's all a work in progress. It all takes time, and it's super exciting. So leave me a comment below and let me know what you're excited about. Let me know when your sort of more restorative times of the year are. Let me know when the times that you go are. Let me know. Hola guys, it's the end of the day, and I was thinking that I was gonna go cook something and chill in my living room, but Pete has people over, which I had no idea was gonna happen, and they need to do some work. So I'm in here. I'm in the guest bedroom. Anyway, I was thinking that since I've been speaking about setting goals a lot lately, I was thinking that maybe it would be helpful for some of you if I spoke about a method that I use to set my goals. Now, I've mentioned this method before, but just in case there's a goal that you want to set and you're not really sure about how to go about doing it, it's made it super practical for me, so that it's not just like you set a goal and then it stays there and then you kind of hope it happens. You make absolutely sure it happens. The thing about setting goals is that it's really important that you're honest with yourself about what you want to achieve, that you don't set a goal that is lower than what you really want, that you go after what you really want. So for example, last year when I was organizing the New Year Evolution workshop for the first time, I set a goal to have 75 people at this workshop. You know, I had all sorts of fear, oh my god, we're gonna end up with 20 people and the venue is gonna be empty and the vibe's not gonna be right, and oh my god, who the fuck am I? Who's gonna want to come to my workshop? But I set my target, right? So you create your ultimate vision. So what's your vision? My vision was something along the lines of to create a fun and impactful workshop that helps people to design their lives in 2019, or to have a really fulfilling 2019, to sell 75 tickets, I can't remember, and to really enjoy the process or something like that. So first you create your vision, okay, what is it? Then what's important is that a lot of people will set their goal and then go to their strategy, but you're gonna meet so many obstacles on the path to your goal. That's what's important, is that you know why this matters to you, because sometimes you're gonna forget. Sometimes you're gonna wonder whether you're doing the right thing or not. So it's really important that you back up your goal, that you fuel it with your why. This is your purpose. So what I suggest is you write down your ultimate vision. Your ultimate vision can be a sentence or two, right? So to create a fun and impactful workshop, to sell tickets to 75 people, and whatever, you can even say to make this amount of money, or to whatever, whatever your goal is. And then you go to your why. So why does this matter? Why is it important for you? What difference would it make to your life if you create this? And what difference would it make to other people's lives? So for me, for example, it was important to me because I love personal transformation. I love the science behind it. I love to teach it. It's super exciting for me. Setting these kinds of goals makes me very uncomfortable, and at the same time, I super grow from this process. So it's important for me that I keep doing it. I love to teach this topic. There's nothing that brings me more joy. These workshops are super duper fun. I love helping people reach their goals. Like, I love helping people to live lives that are authentic and exciting and fueled by passion. There's nothing that brings me more joy. So those would be some of my whys, like why it matters that I create this, and that fuels me. Then you go to your strategy. So this is when many people's brains will go, but I don't know what to do. Like, especially when it's something brand new that you've never done before. I remember the workshop, like, I had never created one before, so my brain went, I don't know, like, I don't know what I need, I don't know what to do. I was starting from scratch. But just list as many things that come to you as possible. How can I create this vision? How can I make it real? What resources do I have right now? And if I don't have the resources, like if I need money to get this thing, kind of, who can help me, or what can I use instead? Who can I collaborate with? Or, you know, you be resourceful as opposed to feeling like you need to have all the resources to be able to go. Like, kind of, our brains like to come up with excuses for why we can't do things. That's all fear. And fear protects us from shame, right? Because if we actually go after our goals, we might fuck it all up, we might fail, and that's shameful, right? Because then people might know, oh, she went after this and she didn't meet her target, you know, loser, you know, somebody might judge us. But quite frankly, anyone who judges you, like, isn't really worth your time, and the judgment is more about them than it is about you. Yeah, you don't really need, you don't need to protect yourself from that kind of judgment. You really don't need to. So your brain's gonna come up with all sorts of reasons for why you shouldn't do this. You don't have enough time, you don't have enough money, you don't know, you don't have the right contacts, blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to this bullshit. It's just your fear. Get into a resourceful state. So pay attention to your body language, right? If you're sort of hunched over, you're sort of like shaking your head, like there's no way you're coming up with a solution. So get into a confident looking body posture. Don't fake it. Just, you know, sit straight, take deep breaths, you know, smile a little, maybe do a dance, shake up the energy, because fear is physical, you have to shake it up. And then ask yourself, like, how can I make this happen? What resources do I have at the moment? And if I don't have the resources, who can I speak to? Who can teach me? Who can I model? Who's doing this effectively? Who would be willing to share their time with me to learn about how to do this or whatever? And what can I do? What could I try? What can I learn? You know, kind of, and just list as many things that come to you. And this is your strategy. Then what I like to do, right? Because sometimes like your strategy can end up just sitting there. So what I love to do is I create a timeline. So I say, this is going to happen by this date. And then I work backwards and I say, okay, what needs to happen each month, week, whatever day, to get to this target? Like, what needs to, like, what do I need to do? So I take my strategy and I schedule it in the timeline. I put it in my planner and then eventually in my phone. And so I know, like, I know exactly what I need to be doing when to make that happen. So that way it's not like, oh, all of a sudden at the end when I'm close to that target, I'm like, oh my God, it's just like, okay, know what I need to do, like, no probs. You know, and you're kind of like, all of your action is being driven by this goal or these few goals or whatever. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to tell you about goal setting. The scheduling is really important, right? You don't want to just sort of create your strategy and leave it sit there. You want to schedule it. And if, as you go along, you find that your schedule isn't realistic, the best thing about a schedule is that you can reschedule. So if you find that you gave yourself too short an amount of time, or the target is unrealistic, you just readjust it, right? You just readjust it and you readjust your strategy. Like, if you find your strategy is not working, you readjust it, no problem. But keep your target high. You know, if it's sort of crazy unrealistic and you need to build up to that point, no problem. Just build up to it. Have patience with yourself. Go after what you want. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. Take a risk. Believe in yourself. But when your vision is very clear, and you have to keep seeing your vision, keep seeing it over and over and over again, keep believing it. I'll actually link a visualization down below that you can practice if you want to. I find visualization crazy helpful. And the reason is there's actually a part of our brains called the reticular activating system that basically filters information according to our beliefs. So if we don't believe something's possible, this part of the brain will filter out all the possibilities that would make that thing possible, because we don't believe it's possible. But if we believe something's possible, then our brain will see those opportunities, will pick up on them. So then we can go, opportunity, resource, yes, great, you know, I can go after that, can use that. The thing is, when you visualize, when you keep seeing your goal, your vision, so you actually close your eyes and you see it happening, like it's happening successfully as you want it to, not how you hope it happens, how you really, really want it to happen. The brain, since it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, it stores that imagination as a memory. So then your brain actually believes it's already happened. And if it's already happened, then you can recreate this. You can make it happen. So the reticular activating system will start picking up on all of the opportunities available to you. So visualization is a super helpful technique. And I'll link a visualization down below that you can practice. And you can practice seeing your goals. And if your goals aren't clear to you yet, don't worry. Keep doing the visualization. Don't worry if you don't have it's written down, using RPM, the method that I just explained to you, where you set your vision, your why, your strategy. Don't worry if you don't have it written down. Do the visualization and just see sort of vaguely what you want. And the more you practice it, the clearer it will become. Right? And just journal, every so often just journal and just get in touch with yourself, because your vision is within you. There's no such thing as like not having a sense of who you are and a sense of purpose. It's just about whether or not you allow yourself to tune in with who you are and really listen to yourself. Your vision is inside you, babe. You just need to listen to yourself and give yourself time for it to unpack and unfold. And you need to be kind with yourself about it, because if you're beating yourself up about it, it's very, very difficult to get in touch with yourself. But if you are being kind to yourself and nice to yourself and you're trusting yourself, then you will move mountains bit by bit, but you will get there. And it's so fun and it's so exciting and so fulfilling. So I've been talking for a long time. I imagine it's probably a good time to close the vlog. Otherwise the vlog will be crazy long. Thank you again for tuning in. I love making these vlogs for you guys and I love that you watch them. I love your comments, so please leave me comments down below. Please give this video a like, because it really supports my channel. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that little bell notification to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. Me and Nicola upload new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, I send you loads of love. I send you joyfulness. I send you choicefulness. I send you big dreams, baby. Go after your dreams. Yeah, and have a good night. Lots and lots of love. Peace.